We're in the same issue, same day, a bit earlier, and the panel just kind of cuts with this kind of like Mr. Johnson just kind of like stopping the scene, and we also get that line again of, and now for something completely different as we swap over to Joey's house again. And we see Bastion sitting there in the front door again. It's not even... No, it's not the same day. It's the day before. It's during night, about when you guys were at the concert area.
Don't
you dare. There's no music at my concert.
And so we open, and there's Bastion standing in front of it. Bastion, you came to try and talk Madam Nix out of this, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
And so you walk in, nice foyer. She's sitting there in her PJs with a mug of something hot. She's watching the first iteration of It and giggling.
That's about right.
And she sees you come in and go, "Oh, Sammy, why don't you just come sit on the couch with me? Enjoy chick flick night."
This was not the response she was expecting from coming inside the house, but I guess he'll sit down.
And so you sit down, and in front of you there's like this little coffee table that she has her feet posted up on, and then out of your peripheral you see this like dark little munchkin of a thing with a cup on its head, and it just lays down a mug of also something hot on the table.
Is that a Kappa?
Might.
Is anyone else getting echo?
A little bit.
A bit.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself and see if it still happens.
Oh.
Ba 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 ba.
Test, 1, 2, 3. I don't hear an echo.
Nope.
Okay, must be me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, keep talking, but
Yeah.
I'll fix it in a sec.
It might have also been me, because I know my Discord has been acting very stupid lately, which is why I had to move to like push to talk. But yeah, I guess I'll drink her hot cup of something and hope that it's a hot cup of something safe.
It is. And she sees you sip at it gingerly, and she goes, "Oh, come on, Bastion. Are we really going to be starting this?"
I've had a weird week. Also, yeah, he just drinks it normally.
It's really good. It's a very dark roast. Nothing else in it. She goes, "You want to know where that came from?
Yes.
My new island, honey."
I mean, this is good enough to be worth the investment. He just kind of nods in approval as he drinks some more.
So anyway, what you up to buy?
Well, I'm sure you're aware, but I just want to find a way for you to step out of this.
Honey, I have an island. I have to at least kind of fulfill my contract a tiny bit.
I'm sure there have been instances in the past where you've
Absolutely
taken-
scared someone shitless to get my way? Yes. Yes, I have. And she just smiles and sits back in the couch and like, and there's like this moment where like her eyes glaze over, and then she goes, "But still, I don't want to be getting up into those kind of antics for at least another century."
I'm stuck at a crossroads because one of the people in our group is literally not going to stop until that organization's gone. And I'd rather not, and I'm sure you'd also rather not, both have to deal with an unnecessary fight between us and the damage that fight would entail.
Be of a hella hospital bill. Probably would have to send you guys up to the farm. But hey, the girls would love the new scars.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot. He just kind of looks at the various places that have been severely damaged during his, like, I don't know, 2 months of adventuring.
As this is going on, verification is at the concert, yet screaming about verification or about fragmentation ordinance.
And
Any kind of deal I don't know what I have that you want, but there must be something I can do for you to step down on this one. I mean, you have what they want. I mean, you have what you want from them. They're generally pretty bad people. What's to lose from betraying them?
taking a word of advice. I know Sprawl has history, but S-Tech ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And there's nothing Sprawl can do except maybe force them to the ground and have them become various shell companies and Silicon Valley tech designers before they just reconglomerate in 30 years.
If I could convince him, this wouldn't be a problem.
I know it wouldn't. And can you roll me a provoke?
It's a 7, which I mean isn't the worst for Travis.
And so she kind of just sits there for a second, goes, "I'm only here to prevent you from aiming at the company. Alright? No one wants to be connected to machines hell-bent on killing a person.
I mean, if the only problem was machines, I wouldn't be bothering you, but he won't move from the target being them. And my team is not on my side on this. So if I don't do something, we're just gonna get ourselves killed.
I'll settle on this, Bastion. You're not going to die. Alright? Virgil is immortal. I gave him a bloody nose because he deserved it for being a cocky prick, thinking he could run away into whatever place and think he could outrun me because he knows a way out of or a way to anywhere. And be poetic about it. You're gonna get bloodied. And if he's okay with getting bloodied and ultimately and only in the short term winning, then I wouldn't try to budge him.
But he may be okay with that. And hell, our entire group seems to be okay with that. But I'm not. And as my leader, as their leader, it's my responsibility to protect them. And all I've been doing is failing at that. I don't want to see what the next major injury is going to be this time for doing something stupid that won't pan out the way we want.
She kind of chuckles at this. Oh, to be young and stupid again. I was there when Titans walked the earth as nothing more than their shadow. Picking up little scraps of information and then feeding it to people, thinking it was messages from the gods. Being juvenile, doubts, truths, who I too, what the general was going to do when acting as their conscience. I knew not what influence I could hold. And then I learned how to manifest, become physical. I know it's very admirable of you to be thinking of the next big move. So I'll tell you this. When you get to that short-term end, because you have been such a good friend to my son, I will play fight with you and you will run. We will make a spectacular showing of it. But I need you to know, Bastion, that I'm going to call something of you. And you may not like to swallow that pill. And I'm going to go and tell you probably to go against what the organization wants you to do. But in all, it will be better for the grand scheme. And that's what I think is more important about you than the rest of the members on your team. Is you see the long game, Sam. And that's why Apollo was so damn fucking lucky to find you.
He actually looks a little choked up, but he nods and says, "Thank you."
Just remember to run when you see the Flash.
Oh, don't worry. If there's anything I'm not going to forget that day, it's going to be to run.
Good, because how long is it going to take for them to carve through all the bots? 3 days, maybe 4, 5, and then 6 till they can beat through S-Tech's XCOM security and get to Sullivan, and that's when you're going to have to tell them of our deal. But only on that day, okay?
Got it.
Let them be stupid until then.
He nods.
The mercy of Madam Nyx must be known to a few to be gracious, but in public, it must be known to be in short supply, honey. I have a reputation to uphold.
I understand.
And if one of them even tries to do something funny,
I don't imagine they would. And if at the very least it's towards you, I won't allow them to.
oh, that's cute.
I know you don't need it, but that doesn't change the principle of things.
It's towards me, yeah.
Oh. Hello.
And then, so the night kind of like goes on, and you stand there for whatever, and we move out. And from this, we see, and now we cut back immediately to the ninja. We cut back to like the next morning. For some reason, Bastion, you're feeling like really groggy. And you see that it's like 11 in the morning.
Too much time training, and I finally overslept for once. He kind of like drags himself, trying to get some coffee and like checking his phone.
And you just see a video, two things. You see a video of Rock and Roller in this restaurant entertaining at this like high end, and then you see it blowing up. And then we cut back to about 15 minutes later with the same two. You guys are down in like this in the tunnels below, really convenient, and there's just darkness.
All of us are?
Yeah, well, no. Sprawl, Rock and Roller, and Verification.
Rock and Roller was also not there, right?
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, Rock
Roller's
and
outside.
Roller was a distance away.
And then Verification was running towards his suit.
And Sprawl, are you standing on top of the hole?
Yeah, I mean, because we were attacked in the diner, so if they went into a hole, I would have done something differently, but probably first. I had something else in mind for the fight.
Well, they disappeared after throwing smoke, and
Right. And
all
we
you
got
see
the
is the
sense that
hole
they
there.
were below us.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the explosion happened, and then we were all underground.
Well, you weren't all underground. Verification, you can still be running to your suit. Rock and Roller could be still like a couple blocks away and just doing whatever Rock and Roller does. And Bastion's probably getting dressed and going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's where we're at.
Suit engaged. We are prepared for combat. Hey, where'd this hole come from?
Yeah, after clearing out of the diner and seeing the hole, I'll walk over to the nearest parked car I see, and I want to bond with it, basically. And transform it into effectively like a mech suit type of thing.
Okay, roll me freak.
I do have wield your powers now, so would it be that? That's also freak. That's freak still, but
I mean, ooh.
Can it create something useful from your environment on a?
Yeah, that is true. That is what that has going for it.
Ooh. We're getting to the adult
Sure.
now.
Yeah, I have one of those rare games that allow people to actually grab adult moves. Okay. So you get to choose two, but if you want this to be really cool, you can create something useful and sustainable from your environment.
Yeah, I'll do that. Basically, the most important part of it, the majority of it forms around creating almost like an exosuit, but the most important part of what I have in mind is
You look like a goddamn transformer.
Is the tires. Two of them are on the outside of either side of my lower legs near my feet, and they can shift down, and I can basically ride on them. And then
You're a transformer.
The other two are on the back of my forearms, kind of like shields type of things, but I can also rev them up and basically use them as weapons.
All right, Hound.
It's even better. He's a transformer on rollerblades.
I'm pretty sure there's one like that.
There definitely is.
There has to be. It's probably Decepticon.
And the Bay movies, one of them was. I forget which one, but definitely was.
We don't talk about those.
No, he was actually the only like cool one in that movie. Like I hate all their designs, but he was actually pretty cool.
We don't talk about those movies.
The only legit,
What movies don't we talk about?
the only legit Transformer movie is the one with Orson Welles.
And Leonard,
Well, it might the way
the
it's
guy who played Spock.
the way it's looking.
Wait,
that
really?
movie?
Leonard Nimoy was in a Transformers movie?
Yeah, he was. Galvatron.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
Galvatron.
Oh my gosh, I need to look this up now.
You've never watched the original Transformers movie?
Never.
Yes,
Thank
the
God.
19
Wow, we've grown a weep minibon.
It's the 1986 animated movie.
Yeah.
But actually, the live-action movies, it looks like they're gonna get rebooted after the Bumblebee movie, with Hasbro having more
Good.
creative control.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are lucky then.
Yeah,
Well, in any case, now different.
what the hell?
After we see Sprawl become a transformer,
That's Galvatron.
you think I would be lying about that?
No,
Or
I'm just
mistaken?
stunned. I'm just stunned. Leonard Nimoy. I mean, he was also in Dark of the Moon, but still.
I don't know, there's well, whatever. We're gonna move on. In any case, we have two people in very differential robot suits staring into this hole.
I see your mech suit is as big as mine. Sorry. Initiating scanning protocol. Where are they?
Roll me freak on that
Yes.
one.
Woo! Whoa.
Um,
Nat 11.
so you don't really get you kind of like get this like weird vapor trail.
Okay.
That's like, and on fuller magnification on it, it's less vapor and actually just nanos, like picotech.
Oh dear.
And you see that in this kind of like scent trail kind of fashion, leading down the tunnel towards and away from the restaurant.
Okay. What here is the biggest threat?
The fact that you can't pinpoint them.
Okay. What's in the greatest danger?
Sprawl.
Okay. They're going to attack you. Do we follow them?
And as you're saying that, I jump into the hole.
Very well. What could go wrong? And verification jumps in behind him and does like a neat jet deceleration up to the ground. Or so I guess it's a suicide burn in rocketry terms.
So, yep. R&R, as you're kind of like grooving away, you kind of like, you're looking on your social media and you can see like you're the second most popular video in the area. And you're like, what the hell? I did great in there. And then you see like the same restaurant being blown up.
Yeah, I'm currently at an ice cream parlor getting an ice cream, and then look at my phone, like, oh my god, my friends, they're in danger. I walk to one of the tables of the ice cream parlor, grab it, throw it through the window, and run out.
The door was right next to you.
We
Yeah,
swap
yeah.
again, and we just see the two warriors going, I can't take this anymore, Greg. He goes, stay strong for Marlene.
Did
I
they
just can't
shoot?
take it.
Did they shoot each other last time?
The two who?
I
And,
think.
and you just, and in this retrospective, did they shoot each other? We kind of like see these two very wide shot holes in the room.
Yeah, there's a jump
And
through the.
he goes, I think I got something to finally do it. And he puts down this like box with wires and he goes, where'd you get hold of that? And he goes, it's a mind wiping machine. And he goes, I think I can find something better than that. And the guy pulls out like this gigantic bottle of vodka and 2 shots glasses, and he goes, "Man, maybe we should see professional help." And the guy looks at him and goes, "But we are the professional help." And we go back to the scene. Bastion, how are you getting to the scene? Are you going like subways? Are you like trying to do something funky? Are you like flying?
Oh yeah, he's flying in probably the most loud, reckless, and fast way possible. Also, every means of communication, asking what the hell happened and where is everyone.
We are down a hole.
Rock and roller.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Some.
On the way to what? I just saw the building you were in explode.
I wasn't there. Some asshole like smashed the window of the cafe, and I ran after him. He escaped.
Just to relieve not another friend fucking just ate it while he was busy sleeping. This is like bad for his soul. He's like, I bet like at that point he was like going so fucking fast, and he just slows down. He's like, okay, where exactly are you guys? He's like a lot more calm and not about to fucking murder somebody.
Verification just mumbles off the street or the street address to the side of his like into his comlink.
And I guess I had there.
Can't miss. There's a giant hole in the pavement. Then Rock'n'Roller like puts down his guitar and then snowboards down the hole on his guitar.
I feel like every time you describe something that that Rock and Roller does, it should just end with that guitar riff.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, you guys are just sitting down this hole, and then you see you see one of the blades that they were holding, the one with, you see the 3 glowing lights, and that kind of like blue lightsaber sword light up on like the end of the tunnel.
Target identified.
Yeah, I speed up, the wheels revving even faster, kind of crouch down as it drives me forward.
Roll me plus danger.
Oh.
So Sprawl, you're like
Hold on.
you're. Oh.
Spending a team. Spending one
Okay.
team. In order. What I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially paint
Are you
the target in extremely loud IR and radar.
okay? So can you verification? Can you roll me freak?
Okay. I mean, I'm just spending a team is my intent.
I know
Whoa!
what you're trying to do, but hold on.
Sure.
Because you're trying to like, you're going to help him, right? Because you see like
Yeah.
he's just busting headlong in and he probably will need help. But you get this moment where it's just painting the entire cloud, and like the cloud is just getting warmer and warmer.
Oh dear.
As like Sprawl gets near it.
Is that good or bad?
And it's not a singular person.
Wait. Oh.
Oh.
Is the other ninja the cloud?
No.
Okay. Is the cloud a weapon?
It's a swarm of Picotech, probably.
Yeah, it is. I just don't know what it's doing. beyond I'm dumping heat into
Would
it.
you like to roll superior
Sure.
as Sprawl is getting closer and closer?
Okay, another full hit.
Okay. It's a trap, Admiral Akbar. It's a
Disengage.
Picotech track.
Disengage.
Verification, I want you to roll defend with a -1.
Okay. Should I spend a +1 for the assess? +1 for the assess.
Sure, I'll get you that.
Okay, so net 0 is what I'm
Net
going
0.
for. Whew.
So, Sprawl, you're kind of like you hear verification like yell disengage, and you just go to like kind of like turn, and like you're like what when like half of your shoulder is in it, and it like and as you're just kind of turning, the sight in front of you just ignites,
Oh dear.
and you just this miniature kind of explosion rumbles down the tunnel, and you get sent back
Well,
a couple of feet. Your
well,
armor.
well-
What?
can I, like, seeing it coming at me down the tunnel, normally I know it'd probably be, like, take a powerful blow type of thing, but I actually have thermal control. Can I try to drain it of the heat energy and everything?
Well, you're not gonna take anything.
Oh, okay.
You're just the suit you use is going to be a bit damaged
Okay.
on the left side.
Alrighty.
Is the cloud gone at that point?
Yes.
Okay. There was a trap.
Clearly.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay down goober fire around, or the NERM rounds, and just shoot them down. Basically, try and cover the entire the tunnel, except for Sprawl in NERM rounds. So just
Okay.
everything, everywhere.
So yeah, you spread it down kind of like on a 1 block radius, covering it, and you definitely get registered hits, but on further because of your previous free throw, I won't make you roll for it. You just caught Pico swarms.
Sprawl. I can attack physical targets, but I am unable to effectively engage nanoscale enemies.
Understood. And, so, can I see kind of like or register the swarms and everything myself too?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll unleash. Unstable temporary or make mark condition.
I'm more guilty because somewhere deep inside, Horus probably feels bad getting his friends involved, even if Sprawl himself isn't like showing it or acting on it or anything.
Alright, so you definitely see the Pico swarms in concentrations, and you definitely see them split down. Like, they weren't just straight down the tunnel, but you see these kind of like two trails, one weaker and one stronger. The weaker one heads to the right, the stronger one heads to the left.
Alright, so what I'm gonna
As we kind of get this like Witcher Free sense about it.
I've never played it, so
Well, there's this. Oh, yeah. Okay, go on.
I'm gonna, seeing these swarms kind of get to the midpoint between the left and the right with the arm and throw out my arms, one in one direction, one in the other, and my hands basically launch off and turn to mist as they go down the halls, to just turning into their own little pico swarms as they interface with the other ones to take them over and infiltrate the data systems.
Roll me wield your powers. Okay. So, yeah. You're gonna take something, you're gonna take you're gonna be taking hold of something vulnerable to you and creating something useful from your environment with this. And,
basically having access to their systems, the purpose is, if I can't actually take control, is to basically learn the schematics of it, their strengths, weaknesses, type of thing, as much as I can at least, to further end them.
So you're trying to get a way out, and you definitely see there's ports for like nano swarms, but you can see like as they sense you near immediately, as you kind of like take over their swarms and add it to your own repertoire. These are kind of along the same kind of picotech you have, Sprawl, and you can feel their ports like, but there's minor variations. One's something you could probably make in like a year. Another one just seems so far flung, and you see these kind of like ports shut down, and like you're engaged in this battle, like electronic warfare, basically. As you're kind of like getting like suit schematics. They're not as heavily armored as the last model you fought.
Good.
And any data I do get from it, I immediately transmit it to verification as well.
And so these guys won't stand up long in a straight up fight, but from the information you gather, they don't plan to engage you that directly.
Got it.
And that's when they cut you off.
Okay. So I retract and my hands reform. Did you get that? I say to verification.
Some of it. Some of it is beyond me.
Well, the more we spread around their knowledge of their systems, the better our chances.
Agreed.
They've potentially split down both ways. We should not split up at this point.
Agreed. Defeat in detail. Which way? Do we take the strongest or the weaker?
They like their traps. The weaker would be the obvious choice. Let's go for the stronger.
Of course. So too would the stronger one naturally be a trap.
Well, they could both be traps, but I would imagine most people would follow the weaker one, imagining a quicker or easier defeat.
Then let us engage.
And more carefully, head down the tunnel with the stronger signal.
Yep. And verification is like looking through the suit, and he's like, tick, tick. Where's night vision? Night vision, night vision, night vision, night vision. No, not there. No.
So you're flicking through a couple as you like walk down, and we hear just this whomp, 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 whomp. Oh. You want to just say that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that they're walking further away, so I can't sass them over the comms.
I mean, I don't know. I think our comms should reach this far.
No, I mean, I don't know that you guys are actively charging down a tunnel by yourselves.
Oh.
Bastion's got some choice words once he learns of that, but he doesn't know yet. So all he can do is hurry and hope that he gets to you two in time.
So,
or, I guess, the group.
It sounds like you're just gonna keep moving down the tunnel.
We are deploying down a tunnel. It's the left one.
And as you kind of like, you get this Bastion, and by this point, you and Rock and Roar have both greeted each other.
It's time.
Stop. Let's. Do you have any idea what they're doing right now? And he kind of is still moving.
No
Pretty
clue. And I snowboard down the hole with you.
God, you think they'd learn to communicate to their team? He just kind of looks annoyed and like moves into the hole.
Look, I was doing justice. And I like look around like.
Not you, them.
Oh yeah, they did definitely something wrong. Not me. Yeah. And midway down the hole, I probably noticed that it's getting too vertical and it like start falling.
And so you guys jump down into the hole. It is dark. It is dark. It is awful.
Ooh, smells.
Well, Well, it's one of those things. I don't know about dark because I'm a light. I'm basically a glow stick, but it is still awful.
It's less dark. It's dim. Because
Are you
of the
too?
salt lamp over here.
Alright, let's catch up with them. They shouldn't get the fun all by themselves.
You think that?
Do you think that he asks them where they are because he doesn't? I assume that the hole leads to like a tunnel that has two paths rather than just one.
Yeah, there's two. There's a one to your right, and there's one to your left. You definitely see what remains of Goober Goop on the wall. And you can hear in the distance rumbling.
Rock and Roller grabs some of the goop and puts it in his mouth. Yeah, they're definitely from verification.
I mean, I could have told you that on sight. He just kind of says as he watches that
If that
disgusting.
slight hint of cinnamon in them,
Ugh,
I would
Anyways.
recognize those scuba rounds from everywhere.
he's not gonna ask how he ate them before, but does Sprawl or verification actually, give their location?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, verification is like literally talking the whole way down and just saying, it's a tunnel, dark, but if you turn on your infrared sensors, you can see it.
Damn it, I left them at home.
Always be prepared for any engagement.
I guess he's gonna tell them to wait for us all to regroup and head towards them.
Alright, yep. Doing the same.
I don't actually respond. I slow down a little bit, but I keep going still.
So it takes a couple. They're only lagging behind a tiny bit, which they'll round the corner and start moving up to you guys, and we also
Am I missing something?
and sorry, it's just
No worries, no worries. Sometimes
you
I
see them go down the hall, and with verification and Sprawl, are you guys keeping up this continuous kind of like vision and radar?
I am. I don't know. I presume that he is.
Trying to do what? I didn't catch what you asked.
Like, are you trying to like continue this constant surveillance, or are you like what?
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to. If I can't see them, still track it down and try to find it or whatever.
So, you get to another junction when Rock and Roller and Bastion finally catch up to you guys.
Hey guys.
Sprawl is now a transformer with kind of like part of his left shoulder and arm kind of like ruined.
I did not kill him this time.
Well, I'm sure, based on his behavior recently, that he got himself in that mess.
Whoa. Whoa.
Can I sense which tunnel they went down?
Yeah. They went down the right.
No signals or anything down any of the other ones?
Oh, there's plenty.
Of theirs?
Yeah.
But the strongest one went to the right?
Yeah. And as you kind of like ignore Bastion's comment, you kind of like the group kind of like trudges down to like the next junction, and now the trail is just gone. As you kind of scan it, you can see like the pike heights just self-detonating.
Oh dear.
Like just kind of disintegrating or actually exploding in a way that's gonna bomb us all?
Just disintegrating.
While we're heading there, though, Bastion's gonna talk to
At least the ones you were following disintegrate.
Right, right.
Rock and Roller and verification,
Yep.
and look towards Sprawl and say, verification, I'm sure you've traveled in enough groups to know when someone's emotionally compromised. And he looks at Sprawl and he's like, pretty sure this is a textbook example of someone who's too blinded by what they want to do to act reliably anymore.
Signal's dead. And I turn around and start going back towards the way we came to follow a live signal while they talk.
We should plan our next move from here. Instead of walking, in your case, literally straight into a traps.
I don't know if verification would be like, listen to that, so would you mind rolling to provoke me? I want to let the dice decide because I don't know what to choose, how to respond to that. Or maybe not provoke.
Or going to ignore your leader, bold move.
Say again?
Going to ignore your leader, bold move.
No. So, I mean, I'm not ignoring. I just don't know how to respond, like out of character.
I'll look at my stuff then.
Hello?
Hello?
Huh? I'm just waiting on like the group to like decide.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm.
If he starts acting out of line again, we need to stop him, even if it means knocking him unconscious and sending him to the Illuminati, because he's going to get either himself or all of us killed.
I still believe our choices were tactically sound, but you are correct. I know what it feels like to be driven that way.
Sprawl's our friend.
It's because he's our friend that we have to do this. I think I enjoy being put in this position,
Yeah, maybe you're right.
but like from the looks of things, he literally charged into the hole and then immediately ran into explosives.
Also, you attacked the ninjas just out of, like, on the open street with kids around. Kids that are my fans.
Yeah, so we can't treat this like this is some game where if we just move forward, obstacles will naturally part their way if we put enough effort. We have to do this smart, or a lot of innocent people are going to get hurt eventually.
The fourth wall quivers at the mention of like a game.
Well, I don't agree with doing the smartest thing, but yeah, you're right, Bastion.
Oof. Sprawl, are you hearing this?
If they had open comms still, then I would have. Otherwise, I kind of took off, trying to find a live signal.
I used whatever channel Bastion was using.
Bastion, what were you using?
I mean, he's using this magical channel of words out loud, since we're all next to each other.
What's that? I don't get it, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if any of the comms were like live, I would have heard it,
So-
but I knew they weren't actually having it over communication.
So you weren't having comms. So, as we kind of have this moment of the team kind of like looking, like realizing that Sprawl might be just a little bit too unhinged, we see him kind of like travel back to the junction. And Sprawl, the weak line is still there.
But none of the other ones are.
No. The one straight has been cleared due to goober rounds, and the one to the left has died.
Okay. Yeah, since on my own, at the moment I keep going, I just go slower, more alert.
So yeah, you're trudging around, and at the end of the hall, you just see this kind of like, you know how like stuff pours out of a grate into like the sewer in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? There's one of those that's open, and nothing is currently pouring through it.
And the signal goes down into it.
Yeah.
At this point, like, can I peer behind Sprawl? And
It's gonna take you a little bit as you're super huge and the tunnels are a bit small.
Gotcha. Well, I'm heading in that direction. Yeah.
Yeah, you're heading in that direction.
Yeah.
As to we all,
Yeah, as you all are.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the edge of it, but not like directly where I'm not like standing right in front of it. But
Yeah, so you
and then I was gonna say once I get to the edge and release like kind of like I did in the subway chasing down Bastard or whoever it was we were chasing at the time, and just basically map where the tunnel goes using the peakites.
and so yeah, your peakites go down, and they go down a little bit further, and it gets to about that 7 meter mark where they just hit nothing, and it's like the end of the thing is just right there.
Like it hits a wall, or what do you mean it hits nothing?
Like it stops, like they stop.
Okay, so kind of expand out to see if it's like an actual dead end, or if they just can't go any farther, or what's going on.
They can't go any farther. They try to go around, but nah, it's nothing.
I'm just out of character. Like I'm confused on what you mean by it's nothing.
Roll for it, motherfucker!
Well, okay, tell me to roll then. You were giving me stuff up to that point.
Roll pierce the mask.
Would that be pierce or assess?
Either or, I'm cool with it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. For you get one question.
None of them really fit.
First one can always fit your situation if you can just figure out the second half. Or one of them can.
I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by nothing, like what it is. I don't know.
So, yeah, so we'll go with the first one. So what here can I use to figure out what the GM means by, like, why are my pikeyites being stopped? There's nothing left to go. They're in this kind of, like, weird inner chamber to a pipe that's supposed to be leaking stuff. And as they're, like, going against the wall, like, one of them kind of, like, stops and tries to, like, dig into it a little bit to try and get a sample to digest. It's just eaten itself. And as soon as what do you do at this point?
Like it touches the wall and disintegrates, or
Like it tried to like gather something to like get a sample of what it was, what it the miniature like chamber that your pikeyites have found themselves in, and it got solely that one was like destroyed.
they're all. I've sent another one to try again. If it gets destroyed, then
It does.
yeah. Like, how can I figure out how big this chamber is? Like as a player, like I'm not trying to get free information. I'm just kind of confused on some of the descriptions.
It's about 7 feet long. It's just kind of like pitch black, and then there's just this kind of like weird kind of like the inside of like a church tower at the end of it.
Okay, so it kind of feels like a artificial construct within there, beyond what already should be for the sewer. Is that what I'm getting? Like, I'm not trying to be like dense or anything. I'm not quite sure what's being described.
Well,
It's like a big. So it's beneath the grate is like a giant open
no,
chamber. Right?
there's no grate.
Oh, okay. So it's just an opening.
And so, as you're kind of like wondering at this, standing a bit off to the side, you're kind of like scratching your head, and the pikeyites see movement at the end of the chamber, as this kind of like ball, kind of like floats into it from the other side.
Yes, send like a couple of them to investigate it.
And yeah, they you send them to investigate, they're also getting eaten. There's there's miniature movement in the tunnel, and what are you gonna do?
I mean, if they're being destroyed on contact, to go ahead and pull them back.
Okay, so as you pull them back, they flood back in, minus a couple, or a good few of them. Verification, Bastion, you're almost to the tunnel now. Verification, you're kind of like square center in front of this thing.
Okay. And no, I think I missed the description the first time around. It's basically like it opens and you fall into like a cathedral-sized space, right?
No, it's like this chamber that goes down
Okay.
the length of the I can't remember. It's not a tunnel.
Like
It's like
pipe or cylinder?
Yeah.
Or...
yeah, it's the pipe. There we go.
okay.
Down the length of the pipe for 7 meters, and it ends in this like kind of like space that looks like the top of a church, and that just opened, and now there's this kind of like weird ball at the end of it.
It is far down. Hold on. And the two mecha arms on the suit form into like these. They look almost like they're like asking to be stood upon or sat in. They kind of make a come on motion.
It's not big enough for any of you.
Oh dear. But okay, so it's not it's just a small pipe.
Yeah, it's a pipe that waste is not coming from.
Oh dear. Oh.
And as verification pieces it together, there's ignition at the end of the goddamn barrel. As the round circular ball is blast forth from this kind of like 7-foot chamber.
What the?
Verification, take a powerful blow.
What the?
They made a cannonball out of the.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I guess not.
Cannon.
Verification, just like he sees at the end of it the thing lighting up, and the arms immediately go like they just like push his head back, push the head of the suit back, like they're on the ground and pushing everything else back.
And so we get this and so everyone sees like verification do this kind of like Neo move as we just see this ball moving like near faster than light, and it just detonates at another end of like what seems to be a distance of like 3.5 blocks from from the direction you came from.
God.
And that just tunnels like collapses the entire tunnel, and like we see like part of a car just go down into the hole.
Bastion's gonna hurry towards that hole, and he's like, "We need to check for civilians now," and like heads off to help. Probably a lot of people who are currently injured and in danger from a fucking giant whatever the fuck that was ripping through the floor.
Acknowledged. Render aid. Sprawl, where are you?
I was standing right next to the tunnel. I mean,
Yeah, he's standing right next to the tunnel.
like I was just off to the side of it.
He's standing like right next to the pipe.
Like I was standing off to the side of it in case something came out of it. I sent a swarm of Picotech into it. I didn't actually go into it.
I have had this whole thing wrong. Okay, great. Okay.
Well, seeing it just fire there, can I roll to like see if I can detect if there's any tech involved with it, or if it's literally just dropping a really fast projectile down a tube?
Yeah. You can see like.
What should I roll?
Just roll me like freak. And so
Woo! Whoa.
And so we kind of you kind of like look into it, and now you can see like there was like pikettes making up the barrel that are now just incinerated. And further along, you can see that there was just a charge at the end of it, and there was further more pikettes.
Okay, so it was just that. It wasn't like an actual implanted giant bat laser cannon or anything like that. They were just made from the swarm itself.
Yeah, and then there was the munition itself was probably not pike eye.
Gotcha. All right. I mean, if that all seems dead and taken care of, then I suppose for now I'll head after and with Bastion and them.
That was a trap. That was a trap.
You
Indeed.
don't say.
Now what?
I
It
think
was
we're
being
heading up
kind.
to where the
God damn control.
Okay,
A
is
bunch
the
of people are in
destruction
danger.
is the destruction only on the ground, or are like literally like whole blocks just like destroyed?
Like there's
Shut
part of a street now in the tunnel.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my.
Yeah, it's real bad. That's what I was saying. We need to get
Yeah.
there like now.
Like it wasn't just like it wasn't just any old thing. They were waiting for someone to stare down the barrel.
My gosh. I can't believe I fell for that.
Yeah, Rockroller runs also to the car and looking for people who got hurt.
Bastion's going as fast as he can.
And so you
I'm
get
gonna
there.
walk over more carefully, and I'm gonna scan the area to see if the cyber ninjas are still there.
So you guys get there, and yeah, the guy from the car is pretty beat up, and there are some people like clutching at like carriages that almost fell down, but it looked like to be like the middle of a street, and you can see like two more cars.
Okay, they're driving towards the. Are they still driving, or are they hanging there?
And no one's stopping, and then like we see like going down the hole, and
Okay, I wanna like immediately zap the and like electricity of out of all the cars that are still driving on the street.
and yeah, you can see that they're stopped, and now they're going back and around. Welcome to Halcyon. Stuff happens.
Can I use an... So, like, okay, so no one's going towards the hole anymore, right?
Yeah, no one's going towards the hole. People were like bringing up carriages that like rock and rollers like moving up telekinetic, like near with a power that should be labeled as telekinetic.
No, I wanted
It's
to zap the
electromagnetic.
energy out of the cars that was still driving, so they don't drive into the hole.
No, they're not driving into the hole.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to
There's
know.
like two that are like trying to like reverse out of the hole because they were still going when it exploded, and then the one guy did fall in, and then the one
Okay.
guy's car did fall in.
I gonna try to save some people who are still hanging on the edges of the hole.
Okay.
I'm pushing... I guess I'm pushing the cars back onto the street and helping rock and roller with the person in the car while I call live and let live and tell them about the situation.
Yeah, they say we got a dispatch going there now. Thank you. And as you're kind of like pulling it out there, you kind of like who is specifically going after the guy whose car fell down the hole?
I think I'm the first one. Sounds like it.
You were helping people around the hole.
Okay, yeah.
And then probably me first.
You were helping the two cars that were stuck in the hole on top. So verification, Sprawl.
I thought Bastion ran to the car that was in the hole.
Oh, did you? I thought you were
Yeah.
running to the cars that were
Like,
out of the hole.
unless the cars were falling, like not the fall.
they're
into the
partially in
hole.
the hole, but they're not. Like they're kind of like on that kind of like cliff situation.
Oh dear.
Yeah, then I'd probably just push them back, but I don't imagine that'd take me very long.
It's still this stuff can happen quickly over a lot of time. It's not like it's like everything takes its time and like gets done neatly.
I just know that both of the two of them chose to hang back. One, Sprawl was analyzing the gun thing, and verification was
Scanning for
trying
the
to
cyber
scan
ninjas.
for the cyber ninjas.
All right, so you guys roll me free to or savior, both of you, to see how long the quick patch help goes until when what Liv gets there, and
Shit.
verification. Roll me. You can use alien tech or freak, or SS.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you a little
Wow,
bit,
it
guys.
takes us a while, huh?
Ooh.
Well, I did head that way as well. I just scanned the device first.
Yeah. So you're slightly behind Sprawl, and then verification. You get one question onto ninja finding, or was that for alien tech?
No, that was. I don't have alien tech.
Oh, you don't have it. What the
I know,
fuck?
right? I know, right? I thought I could have sworn I did, but
Okay, you get one question from assess the situation to help you find two Pyco ninjas.
what here is the biggest threat?
What here is the biggest threat?
Yeah.
The fact that they have you guys looking down barrels,
Okay.
trying to figure out their little traps for you.
So I'm
You guys
taking
should
that
go
to
one by the
indicate
nose.
that.
Trying to kind of leading you around the nose.
Gotcha. So I'm guessing that they are not, in fact,
Here?
like near us in striking distance, ready to attack.
I mean, that's kind of the greatest threat is that you like the amount of information you know about them is very minimal.
Okay.
You haven't exactly analyzed how long the Pikeite range is. You've managed to analyze what happens and what it currently is,
Okay.
but you've not. And Sprawl has gotten you some information about the suits, about them not being the most heavily armored and frontline fighters, and having these ports to shove nanites through, as they've been laying traps.
Seem to be sappers almost.
Like actual fucking ninjas.
I appreciate this. Anyway, keep going. I'm
I like how the team's just going, yes, we're going to run into them and they're gonna engage us 2 to 4
yep.
in honorable combat.
Oh yeah, don't worry. The way this team is operating right now has had this poor team leader hyper stressed out. So I guess can one of us head to the car with the guy in it now?
Yeah, well, what happens with our rolls?
I think he just said that it would take longer. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, about the time you guys are done, Live and Wet Lives dispatch has arrived and they've started working on people in the street, shock blankets and all.
Also, I leveled up. Just.
Congratulations!
And I choose to become part of a legacy.
I wonder which one!
Oh yeah, I become also.
Obviously, you're gonna become Sergeant Miracle, right?
No, become a rock and roller.
Poor Lieutenant Miracle. No one wants to become Sergeant Miracle.
he just goes, "No, I'm gonna join Night Prowler's legacy." And we're like, "Wait, what?"
It's a totally different brand.
No, but I can
Miracle
definitely.
can play guitar. Fuck him.
What?
Captain Miracle can play guitar.
Yeah, but Captain Miracle has a vastly weird power structure rate, and plus Captain Miracle is dead.
Oh no.
That's why I said Lieutenant Miracle.
Please, Captain Miracle was my father.
That's why your father's dead, Joey.
Wow, what?
What? No. But any case, yeah, Captain Miracle is dead, and that's an unspeakable fact of the world. Any case. Less about the whole wonderful line of Miracle.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, right. Any case, you guys get done what Liv starts taking over. This Bob guy kind of like goes to you and goes, "So, what the hell happened? Looks like ordnance from underground.
That
We
is
now have
one way-
alligators with rockets in their mouth again."
No, this was a trap placed by nanobot ninjas.
S-Tech did this.
Can I try and pierce the mask on Sprawl's? How is he feeling?
You can.
Okay. No, I can't. He clearly feels feelings.
Yeah. That is definitely the consensus of humans, of constantly feeling feelings.
Yes, humans, a strange species.
I try. Because I would also at this point like to know his motives.
Can you roll mundane?
Yeah, can I?
Sure.
Okay, so at least someone knows what's going on.
You have 3 questions to ask Sprawl.
Actually, he can ask me a question, and I'll ask 4 questions as part of listener, because he is my rival.
Shit.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that sound.
His question and my 4th question don't actually have to be part of the list.
That's fine. For the 4th for your 4th and his first, and then, but the 3 you gotta choose is from this. So Sprawl,
Yes.
you look deep into the eyes of your friend, the man your team's considered the leader since the very beginning, the man who helped you, who you protected with a goddamn helicopter, and he's staring through you into your soul. Yeah, now you can ask your questions, because this is really between you two and not between you and me.
I guess my first question is, Well, I already know what you want me to do, so I guess I'll just ask the other 3 from the options of 5 that are like, which is, what are you really planning? What do you intend to do? And how can I get your character to approach this situation with caution rather than running headlong? Like, how can I get him to cool down?
Okay, so what are you planning? The cooldown, was there a 3rd one, or just those 2 first?
Let's just
it's
start
the
with
third-
what are you planning?
Yeah. What are you planning? I guess is the first one.
To effectively bring down the company and destroy the prototypes, no matter what it takes. I mean, right now the plan is just to find them, the prototypes. I know where S-Tech is.
What do you intend to do?
Kind of goes hand in hand with the planning and just destroying them in any way I possibly can, whatever it takes.
How can I get your character to remove the whatever it takes in that statement?
Nice.
Some serious future hacking skills, and basically altering my programming.
I guess my fourth question is, I'm trying to figure out the correct way to word this. If it guaranteed the destruction of S-Tech, would you directly endanger civilian lives? Are you that far into whatever it takes that you're willing to let collateral damage of innocence be allowed?
there's no intention to be the cause of it, or to knowingly cause it, but there's also a sense that doesn't seem like he'd really mind if it happened. Like he wouldn't be upset if it, in the aftermath they found some civilians in the rubble, but he's not gonna intentionally cause it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a boy that can no longer work on a mission. Well, I mean, you get to ask your question.
Oh dear.
Huh. I guess what would it take to get you to go all in to bring them down? Not with, obviously notwithstanding causing civilian casualties or anything like that, but I mean just being as focused on bringing them down as, Sprawl is.
Man, this is some like red versus blue shit.
Yeah.
The utter destruction of Bastion's capacity to care, which isn't, I guess, impossible, but well, you'd lose your friend forever, 100% guaranteed, because it is the part of him that is your friend,
Right.
that is directly stopping you from getting to the level that everyone else seems to be at. We're in this crossroads of well, to get either of us to move to where the other ones, I need to either humanize Sprawl, which I mean, he's been trying so hard, but Sprawl's just not listened. And Sprawl would have to dehumanize Sam, which would be pretty horrific. That being said, I think while Sprawl's busy, he's going to rally the group again.
Okay.
And he kind of pauses and looks down, and he looks up and he's like, I really don't know if it's a good idea to continue on this.
Oh, why do you say that?
The way Sprawl's looking right now, I've seen that look before. And that's the look of someone who, well, to get what they want, wouldn't necessarily care how much people fall on the way to get there. It's not the look of a hero.
I know what you're talking about.
You think he's dangerous?
Honestly, I know he's dangerous. I don't.
But
I understand the driven thing, but even when verification was dealing with his situation, his priority first was to protect and serve, then to get what he wanted done. That's not what this is.
I do not know if that is the case for me, or if that was the case, but I also do not know if it is possible to dissuade.
I'm just saying, this is... I don't...
Wait. When was the last time he was in the lab? Do you think they could do something?
So who's on perimeter watch?
I figure I'm standing around scanning for him.
Yeah. I mean, verification is usually watching the perimeter.
Can one of you give me a freak?
Whoa!
Jesus.
Okay, Sprawl. You're getting new contact outside of the hole.
I would imagine at this point we're all out of the hole since Live and Let Live is there.
Oh, are you? I thought you'd just be still in the tunnel.
I thought I was picturing all this on the street. I don't know about everybody else.
I think after we helped the people as much as we could, we would go up.
I mean,
well,
we can't really explore down under much more.
well, you're getting new contact upwards.
Above us?
Yeah, Sprawl, your pikeite are registering threat. Walking onto you.
I just go up and I look and see, if I can see anything.
Well, you don't exactly look up, but it's like elevated, like not around you, but far away. Like up, and you can, and then there's highlighted some positions around you for rifles.
Oh dear.
So I say, take cover, and I erupt my upper half of my body into a cloud of signal jamming, vision blurring pikehites.
Give me some altitude on the cloud, and verification starts up the rockets at full blast, and just starts going straight up. And inside the helmet, you can see him saying "ship called, standing by for intercept."
And so, Sprawl, can you roll a savior for verification?
Oh, whoa. Oh dear.
Escalate the situation or expose yourself to danger.
Expose
Can I
myself.
spend a team to?
Yeah, someone can spend a team, definitely.
Okay, so instead of using the rockets, I'm actually going to use the ejection seat.
Okay, verification getting fresh burns.
No, it's not. No, remember?
What?
Because now I have the undersuit.
Oh yeah, it's like a cupola.
Exactly. This new
So now you get thrown up in this
perfect
kind
for
of
me.
like escape pod kind of thing.
Well, no, I mean, it literally just shoots me out. So
Yeah.
I'm basically just, for a moment, I'm going really, really fast, straight up, but at least I'm just basically in my equivalent of a t-shirt, except it's an airtight t-shirt.
Yeah. So
The ship catches me.
yeah, as the ship kind of catches you, we kind of everyone hears this loud kind of like crack, like air pressure is going off, and we see verification suit just have this kind of like new hole in it.
Not
It's
again.
supposed to be there. It's
Like
working
just
as intended.
directly through like the spine and going down.
Yes.
Verification as your ship is speeding up. You catch this kind of like you catch this long rifle and this green and it's like figure in kind of like tattered green cloths with kind of like a pipette running away from you, or actually yeah, it's running away from its last position.
Wait, a pipe hat?
Yeah,
Like a stovepipe hat?
like give me a second.
No worries. Anyway, so I can see it as I'm going up.
Yeah, it's currently running away from you.
All right. As I get into the pilot's seat, ship, lock onto that target.
Hold on. It gets you a lock on, though it's being a bit scrambled.
Okay.
Additionally, could I have already been heading in that direction? Because I would assume that among the many weapons training that Bastion had when he was younger, being able to identify where someone was based off fire is possible.
No. Sharpshooter.
And you're kind of like you definitely can start heading. You get a general direction, and then as you kind of like see verifications like bank a little bit, you definitely you're a bit behind him because of how fast his ship goes.
Yeah.
Verification. What do you want to do?
1 sec. I'm gonna check a rules thing. And does Kirby Craft work for?
It works for anything.
Okay. I mean, does it work for adult moves as well?
Interesting question. Very
By the way,
If I
interesting
wanted to
question.
overwhelm a vulnerable foe.
He's not vulnerable.
on the way there, can I?
Alright, well in that
Can I
case I'm
generate
just going to
burn?
directly engage a threat by just showering him in goober around with the
Sure.
riot munitions.
Go ahead.
Whoa.
What option are you taking?
I am going
Sorry, Bastion. I'll get to you in like 2 seconds.
I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies.
Great. Okay, so Bastion, what do you want to do?
Just wanted to establish that, like, before this point, I already had my burn. So,
That's fine. You can roll for burn at any time. It could literally be like the second before you take an attack and you can generate burn. Mind you, you might take rolls to you might take minuses on a roll you do like after you generate that burn, but you can still generate burn.
alright, marking condition and get
And hold
Alright.
like 2 or free.
3.
Okay.
Play on a fail, do you get 2?
Well, would you look at that? Any case, so yeah, you take a condition and you just burn a little bit brighter as you fly up a bit faster around verification. Verification,
Wait, I have a second question, because there's
What
something I
up?
want to do.
yeah.
With that opportunity, can I say I have visual sight on him?
Yeah.
I want to snatch his gun.
Wanna snatch his gun. Okay.
All the requirement is that I have to see him.
Yeah, I say verification can allow you to see him. That still hasn't let him a bit off clear of what he's about to get.
I'm ridding him of his main source of damage. About if he's about like if I can time it, like if he's about to point the gun at verification, it's just gone.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that too, and as you kind of do that, it like there's a moment of just like you see the finger click again, and the figure just like shakes its arm, and a little kind of like derringer pops out of it. And verification, you snort, and then the gun fires, and it's like the goddamn cricket. This this little tiny like free barrel derringer sends this gigantic blast towards your ship. Can you roll to take a powerful blow?
Yes, I can. Oh shit!
Oof.
Right through the cockpit. Right through. Oh jeez. Right through the console.
What option do you want to take?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh dear. Oh. Hmm. Tough choice. Okay. I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm angry and
Yep.
I am afraid because you shot my ship and you shot me. Thank. Oh
And
my
oxygen
God.
is getting in.
Yes, and I have like, I'm sure like, I mean, I know verification wouldn't take off the airtight suit, so like, it's not that he's under threat per se, but it's more that it's like a psychological thing that you just shot my castle. You just shot my castle in the sky and you broke it.
So what 2 options are you taking?
I'm taking 2 from 7 and 9, so I'm thinking struggle past the pain, and I'm tempted to lash out verbally. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna lash out verbally at Bastion and say, Hit back! Hit him with all you've got! Dust him.
That's the plan.
Say again?
That's the plan.
Yeah, so verification, you kind of like peel off a little bit to try and.
Verification is not just like, no, hurt. It's not just like hurt him. It's not just like contain him. It's turn him into glass. And turn anything he's standing on into glass.
I mean, I don't know if I'll go that far.
Take a condition because you're not going that far.
Hey, I asked you a question first.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Go ahead.
no, not in chat. I mean, not like I messaged you. I'm curious about the answer to that question before I plan out this next attack.
Wait, I'm not seeing it.
Not you.
I got it.
Hello, is anyone here?
I'm just answering his question.
Can we then maybe see what rock and roll is doing in the meantime?
Sure. Well, rock and roll, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm eager to get into the fight, but are there still like civilians around us?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get them safe.
Okay, so roll provoke to kind of like start clearing. I mean, Live and Let Live is also on the scene, and that's kind of their gig too.
No, but I jump like dramatically on one of the cars and start like shouting over the chaos. Everyone, get out of here! But orderly and slow. We're here to save you. All right.
Nice.
Okay, so let me just check it quickly. As you get an 8, so yeah, I'm gonna say they start like flooding into just nearby buildings, taking cover like that, as they kind of give you a critical opportunity to allow Live and Let Live to help. I mean, to help Live and Let Live.
All right. If the 8 like includes that I maybe have to stay back for now and like protect the people, then I will do that.
It does for this kind of turnabout.
Okay.
What's more is Sprawl. What are you doing?
So do I have like visual on the guy also?
No.
Okay.
Unless you're like flying after him now.
Well, and if
Which you don't have dynamo engines.
No, but if I knew where he was roughly, and like is he on like a building or is he flying?
He's on a building currently,
Okay,
but
because
he's
I do
like
have
moving.
super strength,
He's like
and so basically like Hulk jump up at him is what I was planning if I knew where he was at roughly.
well, you know roughly where he's at, but it would take like 2 good Hulk stomps. Roll me directly engage -1.
So I have to take a condition because I'm not trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So as you're kind of like rejecting verifications provoking you to just dust this guy who has all the marks of sharpshooter. Horse just kind of like pounces towards him again, and we kind of see him going for this stomp, of which the figure reaches towards his hilt and brings out this kind of like knife that you can see just becomes like starts resonating at like this weird kind of frequency, and Sprawl, it just cuts through your leg.
Oh dear.
Can you roll to take a powerful blow? Like it goes through like the top of your foot into like the beginning front of your shin, and what do you do?
Ow.
What option do you take?
Yeah, basically don't react pain-wise, even if it hurts. Maybe wince at most, but otherwise give ground.
So yeah, you kind of get cut, and then and then the sniper dodges the blow and kind of like continues moving towards the edge of the building.
Can I use Reality Storm to just fucking like fire charge tackle this motherfucker?
Sure, go ahead.
Psycho Crusher.
As we kind of see Bastion turn into like a fiery cannonball. And I mean the X-Men, not the.
So would we be
Another cannonball.
would this be entering a battle as a team at this point?
Yeah, but you kind of already have like.
I'm asking for the
team?
sake of Captain.
Sure.
Yeah, I would consider this consistent with the previous battle, probably. Woo.
So yeah, you definitely nail them good, and instead of like kind of like they're going to like jump off of it, and you kind of like break into them, and you break through them into like you kind of like launch him, and then you go through like into this office building, and you're just like you wail on him, like you like at this point, like the flames are kind of like burning, kind of like the green cloak the the sharpshooters wearing to like cinder, and it's just what two options are you taking?
Okay, I want to resist or avoid his blows, taking his
Okay.
blows, and I want to take away his animosity. I want to see who he is.
You want to take away his mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like probably like off the hat or like burn away, whatever. Like something so I can actually clearly identify who this person is.
You want to take something from them. You want to take their mask or their hat off of them. And so you kind of like you just kind of like burn away like their hat, and you can see this weird kind of like glossy hair. Like it's not like it's this kind of like rich walnut color, but it's like weirdly artificial. And as you're kind of like processing this, the sharpshooter brings up the derringer again, and you kind of like roll out of the way as a second shot goes off and takes away a second part of the office building.
Oh my gosh, what?
Like the floor above it and towards the window is just now gone,
Oh my.
and the sharpshooter is continuing to run again.
I'm going to yell at him to stop and that there's civilians in this building. Don't fire. And I'm going to continue trying to attack him. I guess shifting and fight the good fight.
Okay, so as you're doing this, rock and roller, you're picking up towards the scene. Actually, let's just quickly check in with verification. Verification. How are you getting your ship back together again?
Okay, I'm initiating self-repair systems, and I'm shifting to. I mean, he just shot straight through the console. He could, if it had been my chest instead of the console. Yeah.
Brilliant. So you're taking this time to self-repair.
Yeah, basically like saying, okay, I guess I just have to put like a space iPad in the giant hole that he shot, and use that as a that'll totally work, right? I'm
roll
working
me
on
freak on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is not. Verification's just wigged out.
Nice work, Captain.
Yeah. Okay, systems in order.
Yeah, you gonna take a condition for that one?
Yeah, just Insecure. Where's my ship?
Yeah, so you get like this kind of like weird kind of like you bring up these kind of like bunker glass things and they kind of like hook in and then you like using gel rounds to kind of like solidify it into like a new cockpit. Then you're taking up wires form like kind of like going into like this makeshift like secondary like cockpit towards like the right kind of like the back right of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever, like, if you've seen the cockpit of the Moano, you kind of like you bring that kind of like, seat up, and it kind of like is a little bit junky looking, like it's like
Yeah.
less of a captain chair or pilot chair, and more of like a lawn chair ish.
Exactly. And like now everything's off center, and it's not my preferred hotkeys, and
Now you're like working with like a joystick, and it's like Megas XLR. Any case, now we're moving back to rock and roll here. I bet you kind of like moved off this point.
If the people are safe, yeah.
Yeah, they're safe. So you're kind of like floating yourself up with this kind of like power of with the power of rock, and you kind of like see Sprawl kind of like get his leg back together.
Mm-hmm. I guess I head towards the sharpshooter and Bastion. If they're like laser beams like shooting through the sky and like blowing up whole like office buildings.
Yeah, let's not screw this one up. Bastion might take a smack. So yeah.
Yeah, I wanna engage that guy alongside Bastion.
So the two of you guys, Bastion, he's continuing to run. So unfortunately, Bastion's going to be ahead of you guys. But you guys have now reached the office building and are not that far behind. As Bastion kind of like takes him into Kung Fu, and he's still like managing. He's like throwing chairs and using that kind of like knife, like that that saber of his to like keep you at edge. Can you roll me fight the good fight?
Woo! Bitch.
Take two. Take two options to choose from.
I'm gonna resist his blows again, and I'm gonna take something from him. Like he goes to attack with the saber, or like throws a chair, and I duck under it, and I use a bit of my just a quick burst of flame to shoot me forward, and I fucking like dynamic entry his knee and and break it. So I take away his mobility from him.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you kind of like do that dynamic entry, and like the knee breaks for like a full second, and like the shooter kind of like jerks and goes to the side, doesn't even really cry out. As you just kind of like, it just looks at you and it just points the derringer to the ground, and you can just hear it just say, "You gotta let me go, or else 3 floors are about to be demolished."
Can I line up a shot?
Can I be there?
No, you two can get a line on this.
I wanna.
But be careful, because he just announced of holding hostages.
Hey guys, let me. Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Well,
Can I do something?
Well, I mean, I
This
can
is
stop
fine.
him from firing, and
Yeah, and I too.
my team can't fail.
I there's a very rare chance I can fail either.
No, because I mean, I have one more charge. I can just use snatch again and take the gun from.
Well, then
Oh.
use that now.
That's why I asked go, so I could spend my last burn
Okay.
to take his. I'm just gonna take his gun.
yeah. I honestly shouldn't have let you take captain, because the team at this point is so goddamn fucked.
Hey, I mean, like, I think that's just because we happened to do 2 fights back to back. Also, you might have forgotten to reset the team at one point.
True, it should start at like 1, I think.
It's supposed to start off 1 after time passes. So the team generated from last session should be there, but the team generated from the session before should be gone.
So I guess it'll be just down to 5 or 4. I guess we'll just say it's 4.
I think I used at least one though.
So free.
So
So,
you can narrate from there.
yeah, you kind of like take the Derringer away.
Okay, and the second the danger flies out of his hand, I come running in and want to bash him with my guitar against the head.
Roll me directly engage.
Finally.
I mean, you've been caught up in like,
Yes!
saving people.
Yeah,
So,
sure. Okay, I give my team members an opportunity to attack, and I avoid. Actually, no, I don't avoid. I dismay and frighten my enemy.
Huh?
I dismay. What's it called?
You impress, surprise, or frighten.
Yeah, that, and I create an opportunity for my ally.
Okay. So as you kind of like bonk him on the head and you dig him to the side, he kind of as you kind of like get this opportunity, he kind of like rolls you over, gets on the side and just stabs his saber through the meat of your thigh.
Mm-hmm.
Roll to take a powerful blow. Sprawl. Bastion.
I mean, I'm gonna trust that you can. I guess I'll keep fighting him. And keep using fight to fight.
Oh wait, no,
I want Sprawl to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So I rush in and like leap at him with super strength projecting me forward. As I do, I pull back my right arm, revving up the tire, and with super strength and the spinning tire, road rashes him in the face.
Okay. Yeah, roll me that directly engage. What option?
Well, I mean, if he's human or anything, could I basically take his, I don't know if consciousness, but
take his conscience.
yeah, I mean, because
well,
something to that effect.
Yeah,
he's still standing, so that means
Yeah, I mean, blow in return, but
he's not.
it's not human.
There we go. It's not human.
Well, so does the rapidly, 60-mile-per-hour tire punching him in the face at super speed and spinning, rip it away to reveal anything, or?
Yeah, it does. You kind of you rip it away, and then you kind of see this kind of weird substance rip off of its face, and you kind of get this kind of Terminator stare back at you. When they're just in that kind of skeletal form, you can see that, and these Anglican features, cheekbones and nose and the jaw.
Gotcha.
Rock and Roar, what options are you taking?
I struggled past the pain, and I took angry and insecure.
Okay. Because I'm about to say you're taking this weird kind of sword, high frequency sword through the meat of your thigh, so that's gotta hurt.
Oh yeah, screaming.
Verification. You finally see the hole, and you can see how much of a mess it is. People are rushing for the elevator stairwells, screaming, hollering. You see.
Okay. I look at this person who's just sitting there, who has stabbed my friends, who is apparently an evil robot.
Yeah.
And is trying to hold an entire building of people hostage, who shot my ship. I look at I look down at my weapons, at my new weapons console, place it. So, and I dial in the diameter for the plasma lances down to a very narrow setting, and dial up the power, and there's just a shot of the targeting reticle right in the center of whoever this guy is chest, It's mostly cut. It's like basically his entire chest is the targeting reticle.
Yeah.
And-
It's a
and
messy
I-
shot considering Sprawl and like Bastion.
Verification is just. Ugh.
Oh, you're just firing.
I'm overwhelming a vulnerable foe.
Yeah, sure, I'll give you this one, but roll me at a -1 because you're shooting into.
He also did have that opportunity that like none of us could actually take advantage of, right?
I mean, Sprawl kind of took care of it.
I like
His
how does that
kinda, like,
opportunity thing work, by the way? I've never like because it.
It's this weird kind of like GM kind of decides how it's happening.
Yeah.
So like, what is your stance on like how does it just make
+1 entries, routes of entering the fight, routes of solving the fight,
Yeah.
noticing something. I'm super varied on it.
Okay.
I was just wondering if that's how you determine whether someone is vulnerable or not.
Well, I mean, it definitely does factor into that right now, but because I mean, he does have a broken knee as well. That's still kind of, and now he's like his sword is like pinned to the ground, and like Rocket Roller is struggling to like just pull it out.
All right.
So he's
Well-
fighting you guys hand to hand with a broken knee, and his the cover's been blown.
All right, then let verification shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
can't shoot. It's just going to be at a -1 because he's firing in combat.
That's fine.
And I'm explaining
I'm
myself to Travis because he's
Yeah.
curious and asked a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to so that we can replicate this more often in the future. I'm trying to figure out where the vulnerable line is drawn and what we have to do to achieve it.
I don't think Afraid has a -2 to Overwhelm. I don't think.
Neither do I. I don't think so because it's an adult move. That's
Okay.
why it's not going to factor.
Yeah. So. Oh wait, no. That's. Oh yeah, I could just use. I have a thing for that. Anyway, -1. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to cause serious collateral damage. And probably hurt him. I mean, I was being merciful because I didn't want to kill him because I had like vain hopes of interrogating him and
Nah, dog, ice is fool.
not what?
Nah, dog, ice is fool.
You broke up. You're breaking up.
Kill him.
Yes, I basically kill him
yeah.
and also
Um,
cause serious collateral damage.
And what's the second one? Oh wait, you heard your phone more than you intended. Okay. So yeah, you two blows kind of like go out, and you set the diameter to not affect the building too much. However, as collateral, he sees this beam kind of like go towards him, and he kind of like slaps Sprawl like on like the side of his neck and like in his like rib cage to also get hit by it.
Can I defend Sprawl?
Because this would affect the whole causing serious collateral damage. So at a -2, I say you can.
Whoa!
Okay.
You jump in front of him.
That's the goal. He's trying to slightly redirect the beam so that it just kind of misses the top but takes off this like entire guy's top torso who's like just kind of standing above us. Okay, let me check something real quick. So, would I have a... Okay, wait, never mind. Hey, anyone want to spend team to help me make sure...
Yeah. I mean, I'm also there, so I also gonna help by holding this guy still.
Realign the magnetic field lines.
Or that too. Escalate the situation or expose yourself to danger.
I'll just take the danger. No, but I'm not gonna... let's make sure that this guy dies, yeah? But I'll just take the hit instead of Sprawl.
Yeah, so as you kind of like burst Sprawl away and kind of like move the beam kind of like towards you, it still takes like the half of this of the machine, and you also get like your side gets grazed by it. Can you roll to take a powerful blow?
Whew. Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's
Good.
Finally failed that roll.
the core kind of like actually protects you, and like you would expect this blistering like heat to like sear through like your arm, but it doesn't.
Ooh.
Divine Champion has its perks
Yeah, boy.
as the kind of like it sears into like the ground of the building a little bit, and it stops. And that android is destroyed.
Is there anything of it left at all?
The bottom half,
Can I
its left arm.
can I interface with any of the tech in any way, or is it just completely without any ability to do that?
It's kind of like all the important bits is gone.
Alrighty.
In reality, very much so. All the important bits are gone, and
Now,
rock and roll. You finally get the knife out of your leg,
Yeah, standing up. Oh,
and yeah,
I just want to.
and the building's a fucking mess as more of Riv and Witwiff get on the scene.
Yeah, before they get to the what's left of the robot, though, I want to use my package to completely disassemble it.
Riv and Witwiff, or
The remains of the robot.
just period.
Yeah, just get.
All right,
get
you
rid-
eat away its legs and its left arm.
Do what now?
You eat its legs and its left arm.
Okay.
what is he doing?
He's disassembling it.
Okay.
So nobody can get the tech.
Yeah, I run to Sam. Sam, are you hurt?
I don't think so. And he kind of takes a deep breath. That was, one of the more dangerous things he's done in his life.
Yeah, that's you stepped in front of the deadliest weapon I have.
Hey, it was either him or Sprawl, and even if he won't listen to him, he still matters.
Yeah, Rock'n'Roller knocks you on the shoulder. Man, that was actually damn heroic, man.
The best the fight's ever gotten for me. He flashes back to like all the times something was drastically fucking wrong.
Yes.
Man, I have deep respect, Bastion.
Thanks, man. Just gotta do some deep breaths.
It's 12 o'clock.
You lay down. You lay down here. I take care of everything.
He nods, fucking collapses.
Verification jumps from the jumps out of the ship onto the building, and it's like, did we get anything useful out of him?
A lot of cool guns. He just kind of holds up the sniper rifle and the ridiculous laser cannon that he had.
Would shooting into my teammate into a furball with my teammates count as hurting something or breaking something important, and or taking foolhardy action?
Foolhardy action, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Unless I steps and immediately collapse and die, I hope you didn't break something important yet.
Fair enough.
Well, see, Bastion, as you're falling down, gravity kind of lands weirdly, and you like go to the ground, and you manage to pull the no.
You hear is a Bible moat, and you just fucking explode.
And you just hear free force go like beneath you, and they're screaming for like 1 second.
God.
But no, yeah, you just kind of like land just flat on your butt, and you kind of like disengage like the hammers on both of them. The rifle is a bit comically large. And it's this kind of like near bolt action. Kind of like functions like a carabine.
While they're talking and going over the guns and all that stuff, I want to try to like scan for any traces of other Pykite tech or anything out of the ordinary tech-wise that might be detectable in the general area, or even a little bit further if I can.
Roll me that freak sprawl. Yeah, you're getting nothing, mate.
Get it.
Even as you're looking toward the
perhaps-
gun, it doesn't even seem special to you. But
Perhaps if
could be
I
the
were
fatigue
to,
setting in. Oh.
Perhaps if I were to spend a team, for example, by.
Oh, whoops, yeah, there goes that one.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure how I would spend a team. Maybe by using my knowledge of weapons. I mean, I know how most like weapons work, presumably.
Well, and you've scanned some of the Pykotech before, so I mean your sensors
That's
and stuff
true,
would be
yeah.
looking for it. Most
Yeah,
likely
yeah.
as well.
Oh, yeah. I can give you just more sensor readings because I have a ship instead of just myself. Okay, yeah. I'm using the ship to augment your sensing.
Sorry, just checking one thing.
No worries.
But yeah, you can definitely help him with the ship. I'll accept that.
Okay.
And so a small temporary unstable or taking condition.
At this point, probably take a condition again. I'm gonna mark insecure in this one, just kind of like before, where even though the outwardly there's no sign of it, like deep down inside Horus, it's just like in over his head is he feels like, but he can't stop. But they keep getting beat almost or hurt and everything else, so he's not sure they'll actually be able to do it.
Doubt settles in your mind in that case. And yeah. So you see news trucks go by on the ground as all this happens, and you feel something from like the gun, Pykite wise, but on closer reflection, it's only just a weapon. It was using Pykites to augment the ammunition, and the Derringer is like an artifact. Like it's something very radical technology, not just like it's not Pykite.
Gotcha. But like, there's no like sense of like the other ninjas or anything like that around or anything. It's just the ammo.
Nah, they've either gone to ground or just left.
Gotcha. So yeah, since there's any left in the guns, even if it was just the ammo at all, I just kind of want to deactivate or take control of the remaining one, so nobody else gets that either. Like leaving the gun otherwise unchanged, but just taking the Pykites out of the ammo or whatever it was.
That's fine. You will manage to do that, and you eat them up, and the ammo becomes kind of like inert. It's not only like a casing, almost like a bullet.
Yeah.
With just kind of like this inert material inside of it, and it's only the one. Otherwise, the guy had kind of like the rest of the ammunition on him, and that's kind of like been disintegrated.
Right. Okay.
But you see news trucks and like people going to like live and let live. Ambulances have shown up across like a radius of like 3 blocks of Halcyon City. And you can just see just the hive of activity down below you guys.
We should, like, rest for now. That was a harsh fight.
You are correct.
Yeah, it kind of comes back down, and I guess like looks at the guns as well and says, "So what should we do with these two? Like, give it back to our group?" And
Give it to the Illuminati so they can get that against the Aztec.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. kind of takes him. He's like, I'll give him to them at a later date.
And Sprawl's just kind of like silently standing, scanning the horizon, just trying to find any trace of anything, even though, like, right now, there's nothing to detect.
Hey, Sprawl, you should probably also pay the maybe the lab a visit.
I'm fine.
You're not.
I'm fine.
Kind of look very
You do
to
not appear fine.
verification and Sam.
I know what this is. I have been there before. I was driven just as you were, just as you are, to find the people who had betrayed my people. Oh, that sounds stupid. To find the traitors within my ranks. Please, do not make the mistake that I did. Do not be so driven towards what you think you want that you do not realize what your choices are doing to yourself. And verification looks at his right arm. What you are losing of yourself. That was an attempt to comfort or support.
Yeah, you want to roll that?
No, because my comfort and support is my two. Unless anyone wants to team me.
We only have one
We
team.
only have one team.
You don't have enough to
Yep.
make it happen.
Yep, but at least I got potential, or I marked an advance, so that's nice. Ow.
Yeah, Sprawl just, again, I'm fine. They will fall. I understand. Do what?
Yeah, I think. Hey, you want to do something?
Yeah. He kind of looks at you and he's like, I don't like doing this, but I'm saying this now as your leader. You get checked at and help fix this instability you have, or we're going to stop you from continuing, because honestly, you're not being you anymore. And what you're becoming is dangerously close to what you're trying to stop.
Woof.
And I don't know if I have to provoke or if he'll listen to me. But that's what he's saying. He's putting down an ultimatum.
Yeah, he just, kind of tilts his head, glancing behind him over his shoulder at you. You will not stop me.
Okay,
You know,
I'm gonna
Sam-
use the adult
Wait,
move that I
wait.
just. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Nah. Got that. Rock'n'Roll actually walks over to Sprawl and says, yeah, you know what, Sam? Maybe Sprawl is right. Maybe we should go all out against Aztec. Don't you think too, Sprawl?
They will be stopped.
Do you look to Rock'n'Roller?
He kind of turns his head back and just looks back to the horizon, like taking his eyes off of Sam like he did as he's talking.
Good, because then you can see the guitar swinging at your head.
What?
I
No.
bashed Sprawl's head in with the guitar.
Oh.
We're entering PC combat!
I want to knock him out cold.
Go!
Bonk.
So, do I roll to take a powerful blow?
Ye rolls directly engages. I have to remember where the fuck these rules were. Because there is very specific rules for this kind of situation.
Okay, I avoid the blow and I take the conscious away from Sprawl.
Okay, well, we might not be able to take the conscience away from Sprawl. Let me just warn you about that one. Let me just find the rules first for fighting a PC.
Honestly, I was waiting for the right moment to probably end up having to punch Sam first. I'm surprised Rock'n'Roller made the move.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Luckily, it didn't look.
Man, this is getting really unkosher.
God.
Dude, imagine if we go through Sprawl's arc with Sprawl in fucking Illuminati prison.
It's for his own good, man. Sometimes you have to knock out your band member to knock some sense into them again.
Okay, I have gotten to this section.
Okay.
I have gotten to, let's just see, NPCs. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to wait a bit longer. For NPCs might inflict a condition. Okay. Here we go. Of the GM. So, Sprawl, are you also gonna try and trade bros with Rock and Roller?
Yeah, if he's coming at me.
Yep. So, I'm like, cause it's really, when you're trading bros with Sprawl, but I'm gonna you don't take away his condition, but, Sprawl, you're gonna take a condition for verification, Rock and Roll, or, like, believing, like, he's on your side and then bashing you in the head,
Oh man.
like, hard.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
man.
it's a solid bonk. I'm not gonna allow Kel's roll to just go to waste here, because it took me a minute to find the rules.
How
Is
does
it-
PC versus PC combat work?
Huh? So, okay.
Yeah, what's the page reference? Because I'm curious too.
So the page reference is 55 in the book.
55.
I don't know if I have the book.
So you're trading blows legitimately if you're directly engaging a PC. So that means when you trade blows with a PC threat, you kind of like you both roll to take a powerful blow is the line. But well, you do trade blows anyway. When you okay, wait. So hold on. This changes because when you directly engage a threat, roll plus danger on a hit. Trade blows on a 10 plus. Pick 2. So
Can you copy and paste that into the roll
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is like.
Which... Oh man, that's not fun formatting.
Okay, so Sprawl, you take one because Joey, you wanted to take their concentration and like resist or avoid the blows.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So what Sprawl would have done, like as soon as he took the hit, since it didn't straight up knock him out,
Yeah.
the from out of his back, basically, it would erupt in a series of tendrils wrapping around Joey, marking a point on my doom track to use the Janus's energy absorption to drain his life essence to make him basically weak and useless.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. You really can't resist or avoid blows with PC
Okay.
because you both take a powerful blow anyway. So, what other option do you want to take? Rock and Roller.
What's the other option?
No,
Well, you have the basic other options, right?
I mean, I think if you do resist or avoid their blows, you can avoid taking a powerful blow, right?
Instead, you just take a blow, maybe?
Sure.
Well, I wanted.
Well, at this point, after the initial hit, both of them are supposed to roll to take.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So
that's
nothing-
inherent. And
So
it's
Sprawl hasn't done
Okay.
anything
oh wait, sorry, yeah.
because like he got a sneak hit in, so they weren't trading blows yet. But now that they are trading blows, they would just both roll to
Yeah,
Take
okay,
that
so most likely inflicted a condition on them, and then so you can, I will say Sprawl and Rock and Roller, you can't take away his consciousness from
Yeah.
them. So choose another one, Joey. Not Joey.
I take
Rock and
his
Roller.
ability away to shapeshift
Okay.
because he's electrocuted by the hit.
Okay, so that means the tendril things fail.
Yeah.
So, Sprawl, what do you want to do since the tendril thing fail? Because this factors.
Right. Well, shit. If the tendril things don't work, then he turns around and basically tackles him and ultimately doing the same thing, using the energy absorption to just drain his energy, not trying to kill him or anything, but just severely weaken him to the point of almost uselessness.
Okay. So, because you roll, resist or avoid their blows, but you take a powerful blow anyway, but you don't ensure they get hit. Okay, so...
Yeah, reading that, it sounds like we just rolled to take powerful blows, but actually roll to attack.
Yeah, that's the kind of that happens, except since... Yeah, that's really just the thing that happens, but except if you impress, surprise, or frighten, you inflict a condition if it's a PC threat.
Oh, then.
Well, that was definitely a surprise.
That's why these options matter.
Oh, interesting.
Because each one kind of because if you also choose to create an opportunity for your allies, that means the guys can pile on to you, Sprawl. And if you resist or avoid the blows, which really doesn't do much in this situation, because you can't really shapeshift right now, so you can't do anything radical, but you can do something simple like the energy drain. So I'm gonna say, Joey, take a -1 on your roll to take a powerful blow, and then you roll them flat.
Wait, why is Sprawl getting the option to do anything right now? Because he didn't roll anything.
Because when you directly engage, it is inherently written when you directly engage to trade blows.
Right. Which I think that just means that you both take a powerful blow.
Which means both of you are fighting. And in a fight, you don't exactly ever come clean.
Like the sound of the NPC combat in this, you don't actually roll, wield your powers, or or directly engage or anything like that. You're just straight up rolling to powerful blows against each other.
Then.
Yeah. That's how PC fights go on, because you just freaking punch each other until one person is unlucky enough to go down. And it gets even worse if it's 3-on-1.
Right.
Alright.
Or 2-on-2 or whatever.
Alright, here we go. Let's see how that turns out.
So rock and roll, you roll with a -1.
Yes!
And Sprawl, you just roll a powerful blow.
So I'm gonna make this even more interesting, and
okay.
I am not my body, so I roll with 2 less conditions. But if I roll a 10+, I lose control.
Oh God, no! Ah!
Dirty man.
Oh,
dirty.
Oh God. Oh God.
I guess seeing them fight, Sam's going to help rock and roll. They're going to attack Sprawl as well.
Okay.
No.
Directly engage. Roll to directly engage, Bastion. And then after this, Sprawl can go.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what verification wants.
Do I roll directly engage? I thought I rolled...
Yeah, just take powerful blows back and forth.
Take powerful blows. There's no directly engage anymore.
Right.
No, there is directly engaging.
What?
Well, yeah, you can...
Because you can inflict conditions to impress, surprise, or follow, or you can open up an opportunity. And I gave Rock and Roller the option to take a -1 to his condition roll because of resist.
Cool.
They matter.
I'm gonna fight the good fight then.
That's fine. That means you can't impress, surprise, or frighten.
Oh my God.
So roll that, and then Sprawl will get a chance.
I'm gonna take hopeless. These two...
Verification's crying in his suit.
Yes, and the suit's not meant to be cried in.
Where's the soldier?
I don't even know if I can cry.
Can I help you?
You can.
I mean, yeah.
I can't.
You can.
Yeah, I definitely we go tag team onto Sprawl. Want to take him out before he can.
The last team.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm going to resist his blows,
and that's it.
And
you won't get one option.
No, he just helped me. So
he made it.
Oh yeah, so you get 2. Yeah, true that. I forgot.
I guess the other one is I do the thing where he has to roll to take a powerful blow, right?
No, that goes inherently with this.
Oh, okay.
That's the given. The given is you both take powerful blows.
Then take away his ability to shapeshift.
That's already gone.
That's his other.
That's already hampered and like
What?
mostly gone.
No,
but wait.
I stopped his technomancy, and
No, you stopped my
Sam can
shape-shifting.
stop his.
Yeah, you
Other-
stopped. Yeah.
Okay,
That's what
then
you stopped.
Sprawl can Sam can take away his his technomancy ability.
Well, let's see what
Um,
Bastion would choose.
But like, okay, so then in that instance, wouldn't resist it or avoid their blows just make it so that he can't trade a blow with me, and that I
Well-
don't have to roll, and it's just him rolling?
It's already inherent, so that's why I gave Rock and Roller the -1.
No, I really do think that it's.
Yeah, because like it's resist,
If you resist
as
or
it
avoid your
implies that
blows,
we are trading
don't get
blows because that is implied, but I am resisting them.
Well, here's the thing, right? Is you're traveling blows with a PC threat, and you both roll to take a powerful blow, and it doesn't really say anything about
To avoid.
It says when you trade blows, as in
like you means you aren't affected by the trading of the blows. You got to get out of the
so
way
it's
of the
not
pressure so
inherently
you can
you trade
shrug.
blows. It says when you trade blows.
Like
As
when you
in,
trade blows.
If I don't pick resist or to dodge, that means we are currently trading blows.
I mean, if,
Yeah.
if
And
what-
in that instance, that triggers. But since I am not allowing a trading of blows, I'm avoiding his blows. He just is taking my powerful blow right now. That's because it's not saying that whenever there's a fight, instantly we're always trading blows with each other. It says in the instance that we are trading blows with each other, as in
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
if you
resisting
roll
one
to
side.
resist or avoid their blows. Yeah,
we
okay.
both roll.
Okay. Alright.
So I'm resisting,
since
so I don't have to do the roll, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to, on top of that,
Maybe take his ability to rage, because it's way too weak to mutate.
I would have to call
Mm,
foul on that one, given the nature of how I lose control and stuff.
Yeah. It's not exactly something you can it's not controllable, it's innate. It's
Can I-
yeah.
can I, kind of, freeze the air around him and start, damaging his ability for his nanomachines to work properly?
Nanomachines, son.
Yeah, you can do that. You can hamper his ability to like spread nanomachines out and mess with that. So I'll allow that. So Sprawl, you have your options. Roll to take a powerful blow, and then you can directly engage or whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'm doing the same. I'm not my body thing. So
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Holding the gun to the
Oh
group's head.
god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's an 8.
Oh god.
What option do you choose, buddy?
verification. Get them off of me. They're attacking your teammate.
Oh my god, no.
Violently provoking. Verification. You have been provoked. Take a condition or do it.
Oh, I'm taking a condition. I'm taking a condition.
And verification continues crying in his suit.
No, no, I stopped crying. I stopped crying. I am gonna make a move.
But not until after Sprawl goes.
Sure.
Because Sprawl deserves this.
Yes.
Sprawl, what do you want to do? As we see verification Stu take a step back in response to what what you just tried to provoke him to do.
How dare you?
How dare... Have you no decency, sir?
Okay.
At long last. No, go on.
I'm going to reach out with my technopathic abilities, basically, and explode the earpiece in Bastion's ear.
This is hampered. But I will roll you to
no,
roll...
how is my technopathic abilities hampered?
Because
Okay.
your nanomachines are tempered.
Because the air around him is affecting your nanomachine's ability to function, being at a... As the temperature is just dropping, in this kind of, subarctic climb. around you, and then the electrocution by rock and roll is affecting
I knew
this.
the shape shifting from the electricity. Okay, let me think.
Yeah,
of something else then.
You got 2 fists and 2 legs,
I know.
and no bubble gum.
Yeah. All away your powers.
So what's the physical positioning of everybody here? Because
Well, okay, so we have like
I think in
I
my last
imagine
move I
everyone-
had tackled onto rock and roller for the energy absorption thing.
yeah, but that didn't work. So you like rolled off of each other,
Okay.
and Bastion tried to go at you and freeze the air around you. So now it's getting really cold, rock and roller for you.
I'm imagining everyone's like right up next to the ledge, or to the edge of the
Yeah,
building.
that's what I'm also imagining.
Hmm.
Wow, I did not expect us to go this way.
Okay, so
Oh man.
wield your powers, attempt to, neutralize opponent, at least for now. I basically lunge at rock and roller since he's probably closer. Since we were in physical combat versus Bastion's ranged art to control, and basically repeat what I did to the first prototype, grab him by the head and just drain him of all thermal heat and freeze his head basically.
Okay, roll me that plus freak. Oh,
Whoa. Oh.
Directly engage.
Yeah, that would probably be directly engage.
yeah, but he's using wield your powers.
Ah, got it.
If you can you interfere with other people's rolls?
What?
Yes.
With influence, right?
Yes.
Okay, I spend my influence on Sprawl to give that a -2.
Nice.
You only choose one option now. Rock and roller, how do you use your influence over Sprawl?
I say, give up now, Sprawl, so we can heal you, or you go to the lab the hard way. Your decision. I'm not letting you rampage.
Powerful. In any case, Sprawl, you get one option. You're gonna
So-
Fans
neutralize.
deserve
Yeah.
something better from this band.
Same thing, yeah.
So, rock and roller, you get the worst freaking mind freeze of your bloody freaking life, and like you feel this chill go down your spine, and you kind of like if we can the viewer gets this like X-ray view of your helmet, and your like lips just turn like super blue, and like your skin pales, and you're just at the ground, and you're like rolling away from the combat, just like trying to like warm yourself, like wrapping your heads,
Yeah.
like your arm around your like heads and whatever, like rubbing your hands, just trying to like get like the blood pumping. Bastion, verification, and Sprawl or verification. Do you want to do anything?
Yes.
Something with your like 4 conditions?
Yes. I'm going to. So, behind everyone, I imagine like it's one of those Ride of the Valkyries things. You see the ship eclipse the sun, the weapons are out, and it's pointing at everyone. Like, even verification, because I'm in the line of fire too. And verification is just like, stop. Stop. Everyone, stop. This doesn't help. We are a team. Together we are one will. Aren't we? We have to work together or we are going to lose. We're not going to make it unless we work together. And I am trying to persuade everyone with best interests
Yep.
to
Roll
fight each
that.
other. Oh,
Okay. So here's what happens with best interest. If you do buy it and act accordingly, you can mark potential or shift your own labels. And on a 10 plus verification, take influence over the team,
Which I already do.
which are you already do. So you
So I
then
guess it should've been
shift
11,
labels.
Everyone, either shift your labels, or
No, you shift their labels because you have influence over everybody. And once you have influence over somebody, you shift their
shit.
labels. Yeah. So
Okay.
congratulations, you've been.
everyone's danger is going up, and everyone's savior is going down because you guys are
I
dangerous.
can't do that. My danger said free my savior.
Then you take a condition or reject the influence.
Well, the way.
Conditions, so he has to reject this, or it would go very bad for him.
Well, doesn't persuade with your own with the interest? It says that they can shift their own labels.
Or shift their own labels. Yeah, if they do what you want.
That's from the.
On a 10 plus, take influence
Oh,
over them.
okay. It's because of the
as well.
influence thing, and not just because.
Yeah,
they're...
we're
I got
the
you.
influence.
I got you.
Thing. Trust me, guys. It's almost like I'm your GM.
Oh my gosh.
Do I have to take a condition because I can't shift?
So you can choose to shift. You can choose to shift things, and then but no matter what, I'm going to try and shift your danger up and your savior down.
I mean,
Okay.
you can.
So it's like a
you
double
can,
whammy. You can also mark
reject
potential,
his
but that's only if you do what verification wants you to do.
You can also roll to reject his influence.
And then for the influence part, because this is the second part of the Wombo combo verification has inflicted on us, is you have to reject his influence to not take 2 conditions immediately.
God damn it. Well, the thing is, I won't give up if Sprawl is not giving up. Otherwise,
It should be noted.
gladly.
I'm fighting in self-defense.
You know
I
why
am
we
fighting
fight
in
you.
self-defense. Y'all attacked me.
You know exactly why we attack you. Don't
My
play
point
the
remains. Y'all started the combat. I'm not fighting
Yeah,
to
sure,
fight
but-
y'all. I'm fighting.
The attempted influence stands, although I think you're all logical.
So if you want to show your active, I'm not committing to this fight because I'm only acting in self-defense, maybe you want to go with verifications, persuasion of best interests.
See,
Right.
the thing is, if they stop fighting, I'm going to stop fighting. Sprawl's going to stay on the defensive, and as long as they seem like they're on the attack.
That includes you going to the lab and getting checked.
So now we are at the Truxican standoff.
Oh my god.
So the question is, who chooses what, and what does Sprawl choose in reaction to this? Bastion, what do you choose? Actually, no. First off, we're gonna start with Rock and Roller. Rock and Roller, roll your resist or influence,
Yeah.
or reject influence.
Oof.
That's first.
Okay.
7 to 9. This is how we're gonna organize this. God damn it.
Pure condition. You have to act to prove that fighting is productive.
Clear condition by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up or one label down. Your choice. Cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
Oof.
So yeah, by proving them wrong, you have to choose that fighting is the best course of action. So that's not exactly it might be.
No, really.
Or you can shift the label at will.
Yeah, you
Then
can
I do
also
that.
do that.
I actually
Cancel
since
their
I think-
influence.
since I want to protect the world from Sprawl, I shift my savior up and my freak down.
And you
Okay.
can actually do that twice because, well, if you stop fighting.
Yeah, you can do that twice if you stop
Yeah,
fighting.
for now I stop fighting.
Okay, so you can mark potential or choose to like shift your labels again then.
No, I want potential.
Okay, and then Bastion, what do you do?
I mean, he only got into this fight in the beginning because someone attacked. Because Sprawl did a move that very much looked lethal from the outside. But the guy just puts his fist down and turns to verification and just says, I don't understand how you can't see this as a problem right now. And that we aren't one because one of us refuses to work as a team if we don't do exactly as he wants.
Whoa.
Your lack of like ability to see this or to trust me when I told you that I saw that hurts. But he like puts his hands up and just stops fighting.
Drama.
So you can take potential or shift your labels. And then if you want to reject his influence, then what's your shifting of labels for Bastion? Verification? Oh wait, no, you're doing that. So do you accept his shifting of labels, Bastion?
No.
Okay.
Everyone's rejecting me. Oh wait,
No, he took it.
Sprawl?
He doesn't choose
Okay,
to
Sprawl
reject.
did.
Okay, and then Sprawl, what do you do?
I was saying that they both stop fighting. I, arms drop and go out of a defensive stance, non-combat stance or anything, and I've already shifted my labels to what verification tried to shift them to. And then I just kind of like look at all of them, and I can do this without you then. And I just super jump out of the wrecked building away.
Oh my.
I mean, can we stop him?
I don't think so.
I can tell you who has a ship with a targeted rock on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna stop him that way.
I mean, I also can just create a wall,
Oh, man.
right? Can't I just use my
That's
powers to
terrible.
like literally block him?
Make
Wait, do
him
you do
out.
that?
If he generates burn and moat, then yeah, but then we're back to fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, wall goes up, you're
But-
basically attacking me again.
Well, you
I
probably
kinda
doesn't
like
have any more conditions to mark anymore, so
I'm 4 for 5.
So, Bastion, do you want to make this moan?
1 second.
It's gonna leave us in suspense.
It's 11 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of things have happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if I want mode as like something for longer.
I would say you would have to spend a 2 to at least block Sprawl in this case, because he's already going.
Yep. I'm gonna do. But let me roll burn first, because I think I might just completely pass out.
It's something that can happen.
Which does happen, so that's cool.
Nice.
So as we see Sprawl just kind of like Hulk jump and kind of like rock and roller, just like rubbing his neck, and Sam just like takes a move to like and then lifts up part of his arm, and then we just kind of see like it just freeze for a second, and we see kind of like this like bulging of veins up all around his body, and then it like stops, and like he just knocks out cold.
Oh my gosh. I mean, verification immediately rushes to him.
And I think we're gonna end the session there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So congratulations on ending in a place.
Ah, woof. Woof. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like seriously, the whole time I was like just waiting for Bastion to try to do something to stop Sprawl to make him the one to attack, but Rock and Roller decided to make Sprawl the one who was actually fighting defensively.
Yeah, don't pull the thing bullshit if we're going to like sucker punch in the first place.
Well, that was metagaming
Yeah.
out of character. In character, he had no reason to attack him at that point.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So in
Let's
character,
not
in character, it was completely legit.
In character is completely legit. Out of character, let's not have Lucid take the moral high ground.
Oh no,
of
out
the
of character it was great. I
situation,
mean,
totally.
who cares? I mean,
Yeah.
it was all fun, but yeah, in character,
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
completely legit, honest statement.
And now we'll move on to end of session. To begin
Oh my
with
god.
this hell of a nightcap.
So who has influence over me right now, by the way?
yeah.
I do. Verification, that is, does.
Yeah, I don't think Sprawl does, right?
No, you took it away last time.
Yeah, good. Taking away verifications as well. Because, showed no trust in his judgment as a leader.
Yeah.
And then I think
Actually, none. It was pretty insulting. And like, he's like, I literally cannot believe that he's letting his emotional attachment to Sprawl completely cloud the fact that Sprawl literally should be detained right now.
I also love the idea of what I have for the next cover photo to be.
So you're taking.
I already
so-
had that.
Repeat that last Bastion take from.
Bastion goes away from the team and he's taking influence away from you because he feels insulted by
Gotcha.
your lack of trust in his judgment.
That's what I thought.
Who's next? Hey, Sprawl, I wonder what you're doing, right?
well, he grew away from the team, and he's taken away influence. Well, Rock and Roll already spent his influence, so he'll take the influence away from Sam for obvious reasons.
Oh boy, that was a surprise.
Oh man, no.
Verification
I am
or
gonna
rock and roller.
grow into my own image because like verification doesn't want to feel different from the team, but ew. Anyway, he's upping savior and reducing danger.
All right.
Interesting.
Dude, Adam Nick's comment was so fucking true. Everyone in this group is full of short-term thoughts, and like Bastion's like, no one's listening to me. Like Rock and Roller finally is on his side solidly, but he's like, I thought verification, being an army person, would very much understand that this renegade should be at least detained until he can calm down.
He still
All right.
kind of got sent to the Antarctica thing.
I grew closer to the team and I grew closer to Bastion because we both were the ones who realized that we have to really detain Sprawl.
Aw. This is good. This is good. Oh my god.
Yeah, not my potential.
Where can your stuff move? I have to move your
Yeah.
labels.
I have danger at 3 and superior at 3 and mundane at -2. Otherwise, you can change everything.
Okay. Also, by the way, when you were like, before you sucker, like you tried to pull the fast one on Sprawl, I was literally looking for throwing gasoline on a fire gif.
Oh my god.
Because it looked like they wanted to team up with Sprawl.
Yeah, for a split second you had me fooled.
I was waiting for the other
okay.
shoe to drop on that one.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
that-
right?
I was like, okay, let's see him finish, because if he doesn't turn on him, I think Bastion's actually going to break, and we'll just
Alright,
we'll just go full villain and just stop caring.
Well, then we can take down Aztec together.
Fun idea there, buddy.
Anything that
I got you in the end, Bastion!
God.
Oh my god, the irony.
But yeah, what do you want to change around my stats?
Freak down, savior up.
Cool.
Yeesh.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that was hysterical to me.
Oh my god.
Any case, yeah, I hope you had a fun session, and I can't wait to continue this nice mellow game of Mass next week.
I mean, we need something like some real action to happen. It was pretty low key this time.
Yeah, I know, right? It was very chill,
Yeah,
calming.
yeah.
I mean, we
really
all
think
had a
need to
nice cup of
escalate
tea.
things.
Yeah. I'll make sure to break 4 office buildings instead of 3 this
Yeah,
time.
we should try to really crank it up to 11 next time.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go for records. How about we just level the whole entire city? Bastion, you know what? Let's just restart the universe. Bring the sun down on us.
No, with the like not even like escalating, exponential like skyrocketing of stress that this poor child is being put through. That might just happen. Like he was at the edge of his stress 2 sessions ago.
Man, maybe this is just how God felt, and this is why he just had to explode the earth.
When did he do
It's
that?
just because things kept
No,
getting
no,
worse
no.
and worse and worse, and he's just like, I just can't take it anymore. And he just left the drain, and he just left the sink on, and
Oh my god. I'm at 4 of 5. Oh man.
yeah, it's gonna be great. Not to mention, there's still the 2 ninjas and one other entity of Android,
Yes. Oh my
Yep.
god.
and Sprawl is now out on his own, isolated.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. I'm looking forward to this.